Hello and welcome to Matthew Teach You Math. Today we'll be doing the following problem. Find the area of the shaded rectangle. So as we can see, we have a triangle here, and inscribed in our triangle is a rectangle. So that would mean all four corners are right angles, and its opposite sides are equal to each other. We also know that the height of this triangle here, that is, let's say, on top of our rectangle, is equal to 4. And that the base of this triangle here, which is to the right of our rectangle, is equal to 3. And based on this information, we would like to find the area of the shaded rectangle. So one of the simplest ways to find the area of a rectangle is to take its base and to multiply it by its height. So we have the base here and we have the height. Now, if we were to take a closer look at our two triangles, these two triangles here, well, these two triangles, they look similar to each other. What does that mean? That means they have the same shape but of different sizes. So to show that, I want to show that all their corresponding angles are equal to each other. So I'll call this angle here alpha. This is a right angle here, and this is angle beta. So since we have a right angle here on the upper right hand corner of our rectangle, that would mean this angle here must be alpha. So recall the sum of the interior angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degrees. And since we have a straight line here, that is also 180 degrees. So this must be alpha. This is a right angle. So therefore, this angle on top here must be beta. So we have now concluded that our two triangles are similar to each other. So what does that mean? So for example, if I were to take the height of, let's call this triangle 1, let's call this triangle 2. So if I were to take the height of triangle 1 and divide it by its base, well, that would be equal to the height of triangle 2 divided by the base of triangle 2. So from this, we can set up an equivalent fraction. Now, the height of triangle 1 is the same as the height of our rectangle. We know its base is equal to 3. So we'll have h divided by 3. Now that is equal to the height of triangle 2, and that's equal to 4, divided by the base of triangle 2. Well, the base of triangle 2 is the same as the base of our rectangle. Now what we can do a little cross multiplication and move the denominators to the other side. So then we'll get the base times the height is equal to 4 times 3. So base times height is equal to 12. And base times height is exactly how we find the area of our rectangle. So therefore, the area of the shaded rectangle is equal to 12 square units. Now, we haven't necessarily found the exact length of the base and the exact length of the height. It doesn't really matter. There are actually an infinite amount of bases and heights we can have, but they all have the condition that when we multiply the base by the height, we will get 12 square units. So to further illustrate this, I've shown different examples here. So all of them is using the same 4 as the height of our, let's say, triangle 2, and 3 as the base of triangle 1. So basically, this is, let's say, this is the height of triangle 2. We can actually duplicate this. So the area of this rectangle here would always be equal to the area of this rectangle. Now in the last example, it's pretty obvious to see because actually the height of our second triangle is the same as the height of our rectangle here. So actually, you can actually see like that, and it will fit perfectly in it. And there we go. Now the other two is a bit more, but this part here is exactly the same as here. Okay, use the highlighter. And this part here would fit exactly into there. Similarly, we can do the same here. So this part here would fit perfectly here. And this part there would fit perfectly there. So this would be the true, no matter what, the height of our second triangle, let's say, and our the base of our first triangle is, as long as they're both positive. But the area of this rectangle here would always be equal to the base of triangle 1 multiplied by the height of triangle 2. And with that, thank you, and Matthew teach you math.